Today we're at the Jewish Community Center in Austin, Texas, up at Far West. And we're on the beautiful campus, and in front of us right here is the historic B'nai Abraham Synagogue, where the only modern Orthodox congregation in Austin, Texas meets, Congregation Tiferet Israel. And this beautiful building was built in about 125 years ago in Brenham, Texas, and then was lifted and brought to Austin, Texas, where it now kind of is revitalized and is being used in a community. So this week is the Jewish holiday of Sukkot, or the holiday of the booths or the tabernacles. And on the Jewish calendar, it starts on the 15th of the month of Tishrei, which is about 5 days after one of the holiest days in the Jewish calendar, which is Yom Kippur. And this year, corresponding to the solar calendar, it is September 20th through 28th. So the holiday of Sukkot is also one of the triennial Jewish holidays related to the harvest, and it's also known as Chag HaAsif, the harvest holiday, where at this time, back in the day, people would collect their crops and they would walk to the Holy Temple in Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. So it's very tied into kind of ecological awareness. It's tied into the land. It's tied into respecting the land and being part of nature as well. But it's a way for the family to get together and friends and to kind of enjoy company and respect the traditions outside of their normal home and in what we call a sukkah, which is kind of a booth tent looking structure. So in Austin, Texas, we celebrate the holiday of Sukkot, specifically at Tiferet Israel and other campuses, by building a sukkah, so building this temporary dwelling in front of our synagogue, in which people will say blessings when they come to eat their meals, as well as might do some more modern events like having a sushi night in the sukkah, or other kinds of funny acronyms to kind of bring people together and experience this idea of being in this kind of temporary dwelling in the holiday. At the moment, we're sitting in the Tiferet Israel Sukkah. As you can see, it's a bit of a flimsy structure. It's supposed to be a temporary dwelling. You can probably see different kind of arts and crafts that people will decorate the sukkah to make it kind of this festive. A very cool kind of part of the tradition is that the sukkah itself, the roof of it has to be like a thatched roof or different kinds of plants, so that you're able to see the stars when you look up, and that you're fully under the sky and really connecting to being part of the greater experiment that we're all kind of living in.